For those who are thinking about selling, what are some of the hacks that they can make their home more desirable? This is for all of us. So anyone.
Declutter and bring in a lot of light. But declutter is definitely the number one thing I would say. If you can do only two things, is declutter and open the curtains.
Yeah, when you look around at the houses, like when you go to an open house and you're like, wow, it's so beautiful in here. When it's staged, like what you don't realize, it looks like that because there's not your stuff everywhere. Like every time I go to an open house and I go back and look at my house, I'm like, yeah, I need to get rid of like 2/3 of my stuff. And I don't even think I have that much, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I would also add a few things, like if it's an older home and you haven't really been upkeeping it before listing it, to really take care of the pest work. Sometimes that is a huge surprise for the seller and sometimes for a buyer as well. So then we're talking about price reductions and credits for repairs. And one thing that's for me is, I think like it's so important, is if there's smell or an odor, it doesn't have to be like a very like a bad one, but just something that's a little off-putting.
But sometimes you don't know when it's your house, so you need an agent that's kind enough to tell you.
That's the whole thing. It's like you just have to be frank. You have to be honest. You come in, hey guys, I smell rat.
Only you're in the industry, you would know what that is. We'd be like, it smells weird.
Yeah, but sometimes like all it takes is just to replace the carpet and padding, because very often that carpet and padding like just absorbs stuff, and it's like
on that new paint, it looks like a new house sometimes.
Yeah, because it's so distracting when a buyer comes in and like the house can look really nice inside, as far as like maybe like they remodeled the kitchen or did the walls or whatever at one point, and it looks nice. But if there is that smell is going to be so distracting, they're going to forget. They're going to remember the smell. Then
it's a very good point. I never thought about it, but very true.